Hello, hello. It is time for some FACEIT League. And it's Tuesday night. It is Master Tuesday. We are in week 7, as you can see on the menu behind me. I don't know. I suppose it's kind of a menu. I don't know, whatever the info screen behind me. There's got to be a better name for it than that. Info screen. So formal sounding. I got a fun one lined up for you tonight. I'm really excited about this one. Long awaited. Been trying to get Rat Academy on a couple times, it feels like. Finally getting them on here tonight as they take on Emote down mid. Always a fun team to get on as well. Ready for this matchup tonight. Rat Academy taking on Emote down mid. 8-4 Rat Academy up against the 9-2 EDM. Sharing third place right now with the Ducks, who we are going to have on a little bit later in the week. Always good to get the Ducks on. It's our first look at Rat Academy, so it's our first time getting this squad on. One of the biggest reasons I'm excited about getting this squad on is seeing Santana play. One thing I just remember seeing on Twitter, there was an LFT from Santana talking about, I want to play in FACEIT. I want to get up there and compete in the open. Love CAW, have a lot of fun competing in CAW, but I want to get on another team and really get into the FACEIT system. That's not verbatim. It's been given this opportunity. I mean, it has a stellar squad here with Velvet as captain. You've got Lich, who's one of the most outstanding next up flex DPS in the region right now. Previously of the Tanuki squad back in 2024, now the Sienna Heights squad, which kind of made a name, in their big glow up through that 2024 FACEIT League seasons. So now coming over here, was Santana on Queen's Gambit? That's what else? Yeah. It was Queen's Gambit. It's still currently on Queen's Gambit. Behind the scenes, no spoilers, have learned that some of the Avidity players are actually helping coach this team. So kind of a cool tie-in there with Avidity, who have, clearly done very well, who were actually under the Red umbrella until they both made OWCS. It's like, well, we can't have that anymore. So, like, for legal reasons, Avidity came out from under the Red umbrella. It does feel kind of still, pretty tight-knit. And I didn't realize until recently, with learning that there, some of the coaches of this team are direct Avidity players, just how tight-knit it was. But really exciting story. With that, circling back around to Santana, really exciting story to see Santana make their debut for on stream here. For us here at FACEIT League. Obviously, he's been playing all season. I don't mean like this is their first match of the season or anything. If we go in, let's zoom in here a little bit. Losses are to pretty much, teams around them. Now, I'd say the Sienna Heights loss is the only one that feels a little on the outskirts, right? But their other 3 losses are Supernova, Extinction, and Dilducks. It feels like they're pretty accurately placed, and 3 of their 4 losses are your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd seed. Now taking on the 4 seed here tonight. See if they can put themselves a step ahead and back up into that 5th seed. Are coming back off the back of that Dilducks loss that just happened yesterday. So, probably still fresh on their minds. Looks like a makeup match. They're playing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. Like, they have a game every single day this week. But if you can get over the hump of EDM, things will get easier. Boot Troop and Midori are very respectable squads. Don't get me wrong. Love these teams. They're still a little bit further down. They're still at the 500 mark, 6-5 and 5-6. They're not going to be rollovers. So a win here would speak volumes and would give them a lot of momentum, bouncing back off of this loss to the Ducks, and able to go into the rest of a very busy week. I guess they're not actually playing Friday because T2 dropped out. A win tonight, and Rat Academy would definitely be in a great spot to close out this season with a 5th seed heading into playoffs. Looking at our standings, bottom 3 here in NA Master will get relegated automatically. There's no matches. There's no matches safety net that you have to fight through. Your bottom 3, you're auto into expert for season 5. Benevolence, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate the prime. Let's see. Let's zoom back in here a little bit. I kind of got sidetracked. It's, it happens. It happens around this stream. What can I say? It happens around these parts. Let's briefly talk about EDM. So they're coming off the back of a 3-game win streak. Did take a loss to Sienna Heights. But I will say EDM have been able to take down the likes of Dildux. Extinction is still in the future. But a win over Dux is huge. That's a win over a fellow 9-2 team. So, you know, we definitely got to put some stock in that one. EDM squad's gonna be, it's always fun. It's old UTD. It's like a UTD reunion. I called them Team Canes in my tweet, just because their logo is literally just all of them, like the old UTD squad just hanging out at Canes. It's not even like this team. It's like legit just an old UTD picture. This is what it looks like to me. The reason I had Gorilla's Wikipedia pulled up was just reminding myself, come from Blast Off Buds in that K41 core. Now joining in with a longtime UTD players in Kashir, Derpy, and Petal. Palette also coming over as well. So Palette played in Overwatch World Cup for Team Mexico, I believe. Those are the two that aren't UTD alumni. And of course, if Derpy's at the helm, you can expect some Rhine madness or something of the like. This first map was randomly chosen. So Lijiang Tower here for map 1. So Rat Academy did get first ban. So being left team, they did get first ban. So Tor ban from Rat Academy. They're right out of the gate. Which we know is a favorite. You know, there's clips of Kashir getting a hammer kill there in the Overdrive Cup. I saw on their Twitter. That was a Wrecking Ball ban coming through from EDM. Let's send it to map 1. Going to Lijiang Tower to kick things off. Love Daytime Gardens. Okay, so we are getting Desatine in. So Santana not in for map 1. Desatine is in Fluttershy. Is in the tank role. So just an interesting note there right out of the gate. Perhaps for controls. I mean, it's just the look they've had here this season. Again, it's our first time getting this team on stream. So let's pull it out the far. We're going to get the quick Reinhardt teleport in. Kashir on the Symmetra and allows Cardboard Derpy here just to hold the bridge immediately right out of the gate. Let's just sneak across, forcing Derpy to respect that angle with those rockets. And here comes the speed re-engage right into the tea house. Looking for Petal, and then outside, Petal does fall. Headshots out of the staff. Will secure first blood, and Ivory follows up with a kill on Nepal Lee. Red Academy with a good start here. They're even able to deny first cap with EDM moving in so fast. The point wasn't unlocked for that brief period that they had control of the area. All right, it's enough of the teleport strats. Kashir goes into the Genji. Double speed composition here to get Derpy in as fast as possible. You can see the speed ring combined with the green boots. Fluttershy taking a lot of damage here early. Still able to hold outside. It was being pretty conservative there with the Nemesis. Does pop it once Derpy engages. And is able to bring them to about the similar health pool. Moment to back up, but it's not a moment to heal. Fluttershy not able to get enough sustain before Kashir comes in for the finish. EDM are back in control. You have an orbital ready to go. You can see Lich taking the long way around. Ivy going as well. I'm hanging out here on the line. Lich trying to see if they can cross this gap. Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. See if they can get set up for a barrage over the top. I mean, and just an opening pick on a Derpy would be enormous. Shatter comes in, finds 2, including Fluttershy. Fluttershy's going to get pinned off the side with the orbital, and everybody from EDM stands tall for that aggression, despite the double ults coming in from Rat Academy. A 2-for-2 trade, heavily favoring Emote down mid with a flawless fight. A beautiful shatter. The felt like the later orbital as well from Gorilla. Just got a little bit more value on the back of the fight for that cleanup. Making sure everybody stayed alive. No trades came through in the end. You do have Rally and Annihilation to push through, so a lot of sustain now available. What a risky move to push across. There's a lot of pressure push towards Derpy. There's that rally popped. Overclock out of pedal here out of the backline. Somebody invested from EDM as well. Fluttershy does end up pushed off the side by that huge pin. And Derpy's almost got another shatter ready to go already. Ivory's gonna pick up one long distance, but Lich gets caught. The pin just comes around the corner. It's just a Mack truck kind of drifting around that corner at you. You know, Shatter to help close this out. Fluttershy onto a Diva. Will not make it across the bridge. The Shatter hits two. Ivory low. The Torpedo's able to keep him alive. Fluttershy has to come back for the Mega. 95% on the board. You do have Lich able to touch here on the Tracer here on the backside. Kashir's Blade gets shut down. Nice shot out of Ivory. Sorry we didn't catch that one on stream. Kashir didn't even get to finish the voice line. Derpy with the big move all the way across. Pauline actually dancing around the outside here. Yeah, Derpy gets caught inside. They're not able to get anybody in to get Derpy out of that fight. We do get a clapback out of Rat Academy, but not before EDM are able to build up 99%. So it went from 0-66 to 99-66. This is going down to one final fight. Orbital available for both sides. Ivory drops the overclock. Lich not able to land the pulse. Hutch still holding on to the orbital. Nice little jump out of Ivory. He's able to get above the wall. Those Spidey senses were tingling, they weren't able to back up there. Now the lander orbital thrown onto this point. Cinnabar was trying to make use of it, but ends up getting traded out. Lich is able to find a finish on the Gorilla, but with Derpy still standing tall. Oh, I spoke too soon. Ivory and Lich move in and just... Kashir and Derpy's health bars disappeared off the battlefield in a heartbeat. The 2 DPS will shut this down. Rat Academy will win the opening round in 100-99. Should go back into the Symmetra. Are they sticking with it? Looks like it. Set up a car wash here in White Room. Oh, and Derpy's going aggressive. Smells blood in the backline. Thinks they've got a weakness, a vulnerability perhaps. The follow-up is there. It's a lot of damage as EDM get very split and take a lot of pressure trying to chase that kill. They aren't able to find the backline, but they do find the DMAC. A last-second teleport out of Kashir gets them and Derpy out of harm's way when it looked like the EDM had just stretched themselves a little too thin. They managed to bounce back and regroup. Lich on the Venture swap. The burst damage out of the Venture is just so enormous. Very good at, unlike other flankers, can really kind of sneak in under a Symmetra. Where a Tracer can really struggle against a Sim, especially if they're kind of entrenched in a small area like this White Room. See Lich kind of playing on that outside from the point. Yep, gets in behind Derpy. Now he's got both supports in their sides. Going to try to chase the fluttering Gorilla out of his backline. Lands a couple of shots, but can't stick around. Meanwhile, Kashir looks a little stuck. Point gets flipped over into Rat Academy. Kashir gets out with a little help from Petal. Fluttershy to swap to a Ramatra through all of this. Petal will get first ult. But doesn't get very much out of it. Doesn't even get to fire one shot out of the overclock before Ivory shuts him down. Ivory, that's, I believe, at least the second. Oh, wow, enormous shatter. Ivory got stunned out of the slide. Orbital in has kept Derpy alive momentarily, but once the beam from space fades, there's just overwhelming force, and you know what? They had their own orbital ray. Rat Academy able to get this point up to 38%, tie it up. But as I was saying, that is the second time we have seen Ivory just completely shut down an ultimate already. Like right out of the gate. She tried to blade on Gardens and just gets immediately popped. This time, Petal tries OC and just gets immediately popped. It's a good start. It's a good start for Ivory here on this map. EDM did pause. So they were the ones that activated the pause. Did not have a reason for that currently. Let's take a look at some other matches going on right now. Siena Heights up 1-0 over Boot Troop. Supernova. Ooh, is that a map score or match score? That's got to be a map score. Yeah, they're headed into Suravasa. Okay, so Supernova took that opening round. Oh, sounds like we're back in. Yeah, we're getting back into our match here. Which has already picked up one with the Tectonic Shock. Oh, nice little move to assist in that kill. Let's double check the Venture is one of the characters whose perks I'm the least familiar with. I want to get them right. Oh, okay, that's extending the excavation. That's smarter excavation and seismic sense, where Venture can sense people underground. Okay, interesting. Let's keep an eye out for that as this series goes on. Rat Academy have been able to just staunchly hold the door. It hasn't really cost so much ultimates. The orbital is going to be late. There's no touch in the end. Rat Academy able to hold on. Over control center. Take map 1. Wait, that's not our match. That's our match. Justin and Ivory both with 10k damage, just over, but Petal leading the server by, I mean, a few hundred damage points. Damage and death's pretty even between our tanks, but clearly Rat Academy able to get a little bit more. Just get more final blows on the back of that pressure, on the back of that damage. But so far, it looks to be a pretty even map. As we head into map 2, this will be an EDM map pick. So Suravasa picked and Genji banned. So I believe this is targeting Lich here. Lich has a mean Genji. And I do believe that is an EDM ban. Oh, we got light items finalized for you here. Okay. Derpy out. Puggo coming in. This could mean, is this Kashir heading to tank? It could be something like that. Or is Puggo going to come in and play tank? I don't remember. I want to say it's gonna be something. We'll see. We'll see. Pogo just maybe coming in to play tank. I may be overthinking this. I know Kashir played tank for UTD like way back in the day, like for a bit. I believe. Fairly confident. All right. Anyway, who knows? Let's get into map 2. All right, get the sides fixed for you first and foremost. I'm going to say ADM banned the Genji. It was an Ana ban. There from Rat Academy. Yep, Kashir does move into tank. Absolutely. Okay. I wasn't crazy on that. Pogo is DPS. Both teams playing in the Maga. Oh, what an opener from Lich. Take away the Genji. Lich still just mean on the Echo. I mean, that is not supposed to happen. Pauline gets chonked down as well. That shot into Gorilla will start the beginning of the end. And a very quick first cap here for Rat Academy. We also get Santana in. So we touched a little bit on the swaps, the roster change. Substitutes coming into map 2 there for Emote down mid. But I got a chance to mention Santana making their first appearance here on this stream for FACEIT League. Oh, that was a monstrous top rope drop there. Tend to take a lot of damage early. It's hard to tell, honestly, for me. I don't know. I heard the cardiac coming out from Kashir. I don't think Santana has there, which is why they had to back up. That's the arc lock out of Ivory. 25% ahead of Petal in that charge. Orbital Ray does come in, though. Gorilla has the answer. And it's a trade right on the point. Santana, the only tank left standing, is just pouring damage into that orbital ray. Oops. Okay. Maybe just used it for protection. I think tried to actually catch Pauline with that and just missed. Oh, the cavalry has returned. Still an opportunity for EDM to close this out with Lich dropping the duplicate right here on the point. Petal has an overclock to return into this with. Try to wrestle this away in the overtime. Kashir goes in deep, though. Not able to build up towards that cage fight. Pauline taking a lot of damage, and Poe goes down. This cap goes over to Rat Academy. Lich able to stay in that duplicate throughout the entirety of that as well. Little flank on the outside, trying to catch Lich sleeping. But they had flight. They're able to back up to the point. Sure, thought about pursuing Ivory up on that high ground. I was just going to drop the cage fight directly on top of Santana here in the middle of the point. It does get broke fairly quickly. You still have Pogo lurking with this Death Blossom. Wraith formed onto the objective. This is going to give first cap over to EDM. Sheer and Pogo will move in, mow down Santana. The overrun splits Cinnabar from the rest of the team, and the cleanup there. Much needed fight whip. They're out of Emote down mid. Is that Petal played on the outside? Oh, who was that? Oh, it must have been Pogo. Yeah, Pogo played on this far side. I didn't quite see the silhouette in time. Oh, Petal returns the favor to Ivory from shutting down their overclock back on Lijiang. Says, oh, if I can't use mine, you can't use yours. Bucko's still trying to lock down this room, daring anybody to come close. You gotta know you've got that Death Blossom. In the 3v1, they're still not wanting to enter that room. Eventually, Puggo will back away as more and more reinforcements show up here for Rat Academy. Kashir low gets saved by the orbital, and there's a quick disengage out of Rat. Hutch holding on to theirs. I like this move. Oh, but they didn't catch the time. Was Hutch not in the fight? No, Hutch was there. Yeah, they were thinking the same thing I was. Disengage and try to re-engage, and they just didn't have the time to do it. Yeah, this backyard brawl gets absolutely cleaned up by EDM. They get a point on the board. Cage fights caught Puggo. That might have just hit Q as soon as she got caught. I don't know. Maybe not. Cinnabar did have rally. Santana and Rat Academy will grab first cap. EDM are hot on their heels. Santana's setting up for the overrun. Ooh! Cancels the rally. I mean, I don't know if the overrun itself actually canceled. I don't think you can, but immediately got the kill. Still, Piddle's been able to strike back. They're going to have to win this fight without Kashir. They're going to do it. Ooh. It's a orbital right thrown in late here from Hutch. I think it's just the two supports trying to hold this. Well, okay. Bo agrees. The two supports do live. I think Lich's return is going to take up the middle of the tank. I'm not sure this duplicate's going to last as long as the previous one. I say that. Great heals, but the orbital from the other side will be the damage necessary to take the duplicate down and force Rat Academy completely back. Messy fight. Didn't see the Death Blossom even get used, but EDM do come out on top when it's all said and done. We're going to be pretty close in percentage. That's Kashir with the cage fight. Battle could throw the OC into this if they really want to. Cage will get broken, and Kashir's trying to back up. Now the overclock comes in. Santana Low is going to back up around the corner. Puggo's still lurking here on this outside. It looks like they're both DPS are going to try to move in together. Santana says, I'm just going to bowl right through you, not give him the opportunity. Moves down to the point at 90% here for EDM. Santana will get blown up. That did not start the yellow bar. Nobody has touched. Yeah, no overtime. Not that it would have mattered. Fight win here for EDM. Anyway, we're going to get some late picks on the back. Lich does trade out one under Gorilla. So depending on the spawn point here, that could be a big deal. That could be very helpful for Rat Academy. So we're headed to Gardens. Gorilla is able to regroup and catch up. Okay, so a little bit of a defender's advantage, though. Still from Rat Academy. Santana just catches Kashir on the overrun in. Rally thrown up from both of our teams going into that cage. Able to break it. Lich is returned on the far. Death Blossom shut down by Ivory. That's 3 ultimates they have shut down now today. Oh, Gorilla turned the wrong corner. Just eats a phase full of bullets. I guess a face full of rail shot. We have the orbital now available from Hutch. We've seen them try to go second on this before, but they're going to aggressive. Rat Academy move right in. It looks like it might pay off. I love the positioning on the orbital, too, as it moves through the wall. But a good disengage from EDM. They have no casualties on the back of it. They did spin their own orbital through that, though, to help stay alive. Swift step in. Shadow step rather. Kashir with the cage. Looks like it's got at least 2, if not 3 members of Rat Academy in it. But still, it seems to be a trapped in here with me kind of scenario. Lich finds a kill on a grill on the outside with the Juno down. Gotta think the rest of the team's gonna fall pretty quick. I mean, unless Petal can kill everybody. Petal able to get one. Santana looking low. Petal's gonna find Ivory. So I guess an early picks onto Hutch, and the trades end up coming through. I saw Gorilla go down. I didn't clock Hutch falling as early as they did in the fight, so. The DPS win it out here from EDM. Get the flip. Clock down the hallway. Lich puts the barrage directly on top of Kashir's head as they tried to charge in. Good jump shot there out of Ivory. On to the point comes Rat Academy. Looking to force a 5th and final flashpoint. Puggo looking to make it out at 99%. Needs to stay alive for any hope of recontest here on this point. The yellow bar is going to disappear pretty quick. Yeah, Puggo's not going to make it back. Trying, I think, to shadow step to the objective itself and just click to the edge of the geometry there. What's our final flashpoint? Temple. Uh-oh. Ivory? Oh. I think Ivory may have lagged into the pit. Looks like a DC. That's Ivory DC, and that's an overclock down the drain, too. Oh, a keyboard unplugged. Not okay. Okay, that's different. That's okay. That's not as bad. A keyboard DC. That's different. That's different. A keyboard just started pressing every button. Oh no! Unfortunate. Lich returns with 2. Cinnabar's going to throw in a late rally. I don't even know if you needed the rally, to be honest. Lich gets 4 there in that wicked fast fight. Kind of broken up in 2 by the pause, but Lich seems to have settled into the Pharah. I just used Barrage, I felt like, in the previous fight. Now is 80% towards another one. Puggo off the Reaper, swaps over to a Tracer. Has Lich in their sights. I mean, targeting the Pharah at the moment, but Ivory's already found Petal. There's a follow-up onto Pauline. And Kishir will die in the hallway. Oh, I don't even think the Juno's getting out. Oh, Puggo! Trying to move in to help out their friend and sacrificing themselves instead. Oh, that was a dirty shot. Ivory's been hot today. My goodness. My goodness. Yeah, this should be a drop barrage over the... Yeah, you betcha. That was nasty. Saw that one coming. Fortunately, EDM did not. And that might just be enough here to get Rat Academy up to a 2-0 lead. We'll see if Puggo can get a touch. Try to get in. Oh, Lich will interrupt him. They do not make it. Ooh, Rat Academy swing it all the way back here on Suravasa to win it in 5. Move up to match point. All right, let's get some stats from map 2. Very close. Very, very close. I mean, just as map 1. Just as map 1. Very, very close. Santana coming in, taking most damage in the lobby. Fewest deaths as well. Oh, no, Velvet had fewest deaths with 5. Close to fewest deaths, though. Lich leading in elims, though, whether it was the Echo or the Pharah in the sky. Which could not be stopped, it seemed, and that map comes out with 34. Bringing us to another EDM map pick. So, we do know EDM will stay on the right-hand side, and they have picked Route 66. I will say this is handy from a broadcast standpoint. So, like, I know what sides the teams are going to be on before we get into lobby. No, we'll see if we get any roster changes here. Do we get Derpy coming back in? Do we get Desatine coming back in? Red Academy deciding on their vote right now. I guess since we know sides and we know that first ban, we can go ahead and plug that in. That's handy. That is handy. Good change. Good change. Ooh, and a Tracer ban coming through from Red Academy. Get that plugged in for you. We get ready to head into Route 66 here for map number 3. Looks like Rat Academy, we did get Desatine / Fluttershy returning into the lineup here for map 3. We are sticking with the same lineup, it looks like, on the other side. So, Kashir looks to be sticking in the tank role as Puggo is still in here to take up DPS alongside Pebble. Little update. Ongoing matches. Ooh, Team Vex has been able to take a map off of Dildux, it looks like. Let's see, let's double check that's... Yeah, Team Vex 2-0'd on Control. Dildux able to come back at 3-1 there in Hybrid, so they are tied at 1-1, but that is a 3-8 team taking a map off of a 9-2 team. Avidity Ice up 2-0 over Alternate. That feels... I guess Alternate have struggled here a bit, haven't they? Yeah, Alternate are 2-9 as well. So, I mean, good news for Avidity Ice. Remember, they're trying to avoid that 8th loss pretty much at all costs. Just avoid even getting close to those bottom 3, right? Avidity Ice just want to finish out this season strong, make sure they can stick around and master for next division. So, good start for them there. Boot Troop down 0-2. I mean, similar story. As Sienna Heights looking to break 500 with a dub there. Extinction up 2-0 over S Invade. No surprise. Looks like Supernova did already close out their match. Yeah, Supernova did take a quick 3-0 over Nightmare Rotation. Ooh, that one lasted 35 minutes from very tip-top of bands. That was a fast match. All right. Sounds like we're getting ready to load in here. Thank you, copyright-free music. Oh, look at that. Yep, just fade out perfectly. Thank you, thank you. Caught it right at the end of the song. Gotta love it. 10 out of 10 transition. Let's get into map 3. We head into some undisclosed location in the American Southwest. Route 66. Fluttershy comes out on a Fluttershy. Ooh, that's what that word was. Fluttershy comes out on a Sigma. Here for this defense. Just holding some high ground back there. Gorilla says, all right, Lich, it's time. Lich is happy to oblige the Mora. No shot. As we hit the 15-second mark, and Lich is anxiously hitting tab to see what the hell Gorilla's talking about. Look at our approach from Petal. Cinnabar tried to get aggressive in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gorilla in trouble. Fades out. A little self-healing orb. Also directed down at the rest of the team. Well played. Well played. Even on this Lich Gorilla duel going on up top. Yeah, there's the fade out. Fluttershy still holding high ground. EDM have managed to get a couple people entrenched inside the big Earls. A little drop down. Checking out Cinnabar trying to chase this kill. Mora has no fade. Ooh, and Cinnabar gets the slap in the face. Send the Mora back to spawn. See, the AoE damage is really was making Kashir sweat there for a moment, but the healers respawn. Gorilla's back. They're back on the attack here. Oh, good opener. Clear off the high ground there. Cinnabar trying to stick on that Mora like a bad smell. Lich 1 health hiding behind. Cinnabar drops the amp heals. Kashir jumps up top. Ooh, takes a lot of damage though. Ooh, another Gachito lands. Bubble used the last moment. Suzu to get them back inside of Big Earls. They're able to get some Mafuda and get topped up here. That was a dicey moment. Now the rush comes in from Paulie. They're able to enact some retribution here in the back line. At least that's the idea. So far, not finding much. I will say, but consider Russian Zarya as like peanut butter and jelly. Fluttershy's gonna drop this Gravitomic Flux inside the garage. Sure, I think Bubble got broken just before they got slammed, but they're able to dance around the accretion, get topped up. Oop, that's a terrible camera. There we go. You can see pressure coming in from both sides. Bob down low. Pogo pushing in up top. Made it into the back line. Is dancing with Fluttershy in the back. Lich dies amidst their molten core, though. Gorilla gets their first final blow on the Mora. Oh, almost got Hutch. And even... okay. Salbear is holding on to this. I mean, I think it feels a little desperate trying to buy some time here. Do get the Graviton Surge, and Fluttershy makes it back, but just not quite in time. This Petal unloads into the grab for a quick finish here on the back of point A. Something very fitting about Petal having the mythic weapon for Ashe. I don't know. It's just something very fitting about that. I think this may have to be the thumbnail for this one. And one of Petal's strongest heroes traditionally. I think of Petal as being very strong on this Ashe. Sneaking in underneath, he's got some good shots on the Lich. Looked like Kashir jumped up top out of the Kitsune Rush. Actually doesn't have the jump up perk, is using the Graviton Crush. So with the Kitsune Rush spent, EDM fall a bit flat on that one. We're going to get a late stagger there on the Petal. So they waited for all the other respawns, so Petal did not get the group respawn. Blade available for Puggo. Not much a combo with it. Now, you could use the cold to pressure the high ground. They're going to go pull the Blade out to do that. Oh, and Lich just immediately shuts it down. Lich said, oh, get out of here with that. The hammer is mightier than the sword. Bob thrown in from Petal. Very low Kashir trying to back away. Gets the kill. Kashir dancing around at 50 health. Is able to wrestle down Fluttershy. Jumps up to the top. Ooh, still taking a bit of pressure. Orbital Ray felt like a garnish here on this fight there from Hutch. After the Blade getting shut down, Puggo returned on the Pharah. I mean, it should work well here to hold the door. I mean, I like the swap particularly just to hold the back of this point B. You got less than a minute to go. Would like to give yourself, you know, a couple of minutes going into this third point, if at all possible. Over the top. Beautifully done. Puggo's able to get around the shield of Fluttershy. Find the kill in the grab, and that'll be the cap with that 2 minutes. So the Puggo swap working out. Now, do you stick with it here? It can be difficult, particularly into these long sight lines. Ivory coming out on a Widowmaker. Could just shut down a Pharah real quick. I don't know how long we're going to see Puggo stick with this. I mean, maybe just looking to see if Fluttershy and the rest of Rat Academy perhaps want to try to press this corner. But yeah, Puggo's going to be at a huge mismatch down this long hallway. Yep, there's the pick. Puggo does go over back to the Genji, making a little more sense. Fluttershy will get the swift step out. Ooh. Kitsune Rush thrown in. Nice bubble out of Kashir to block the rock. That was huge. The Gravitic Flux misses, which is important because the bubbles had been spent. Well played out of Kashir, keeping everybody alive. Great bubble management. A beautiful Kitsune Rush. And EDM have a 5-strong fight. No casualties. Puggo's positioned on the top here to ambush. The 3-2 split coming out with 60 seconds to go. This retake from Rad. Shot blocked by the platform, it looked like, on that one. Petal throws it in the Bob and rotates around to his bottom right-hand side to close the gap on the sniper. Ooh! Finds a couple of kills on the back of the Bob. And that's a cap with time here from EDM. A beautiful final minute and a half. After they struggled to kind of get past the opening of point B, once they did, they never looked back. Won, what was that, 3 or 4 fights in a row. Turn was looking like a struggling time bank, and half a point B left to go into 42 seconds left, and all 3 points on the board.
Change the world by following all
The emerald fingernails. Ramattra out of both sides. So Kashir put the Zarya back in the war chest. It's a little bit more just traditional brawl and sustain here to hold point A. Buy as much room and time for Petal to work. Petal playing very aggressive in this low cave. I'd say a flank through that top cave side would have been ideal at the moment, but oh, Gorilla's getting it popped. Ivory hitting the body shots, all that was needed there to finish off the Moira. Still, Fluttershy goes down. Ivory off of the Widowmaker now. Is going back over to the Soj. Nice wall down low as we've gotten the swap out of Lich. Pogo trying to come in and back it up, but Pogo's put themselves in a very bad spot trying to help the front line. Ends up getting punched down. Fluttershy looking to chase out some more. Another good wall. But Gorilla from the high ground. A sneaky move. Moves in and circumvents the attack. Gets up behind this defense. Is able to find a great pick there to finish off Ivory. And the Mora working like a charm here. Gorilla pulling out a little X Factor. We're getting more swaps here. Ivory now in the cast. Trying to find an answer. There's the Moira again. Gorilla goes up to the high ground as the Kitsune Rush comes out. Oh, but the Orbital keeping everybody alive through this. Here, let's... Fluttershy's chased because you're all the way inside the big hurls. Lich gets up the kill. Fluttershy turns their attention just to make sure and draw a little bit of aggro there from Mr. Butler. So the crazy Moira play doesn't work out this time, even with the Kitsune Rush down low. A good orbital from Hutch is able to propel Rat Academy here, at least close to a cap. But this, where everybody's kind of grouped up in the back of point A, is one of the spots where I was thinking this Coalescence could actually find some big value. You can see the Ramatra's kind of bunched up there together. Oh, but the Blizzard now, and the Coal has faded. Not enough heals, and Kashir gets flattened. I don't think there's enough heals in the world that was going to help Kashir survive that. Yeah, I suppose a transcendence. But, you know, you get my point. You get my point. That's coming in close. Ooh, a dangerous move to try to get this orbital ray in. Ivory protecting it with the Deadeye. Actually fights Pogo with that. They'll take Kashir out of that annihilation as well. So another beautiful orbital ray thrown in from Hutch. This one able to help win a fight, not just survive. And I love the pathing was so good at that. Yeah, the Gorilla is still hiding here in the back line. I think they know Gorilla's there. Yeah, you can see Ivory's kind of moving back, put some shots that direction. Ooh, where did Gorilla go? Well, Gorilla went all the way in here. Now we've got Fluttershy here with an annihilation towards the point. Pauline dropped the Kitsune Rush here for the retake out of Emote down mid. Pogo coming in from the opposite side with the blade. He's able to dash through Hutch. Locks down Ivory as well. Fluttershy trying to C9 the card. Almost did. Almost snuck in a 1v4 C9. That was a little close, y'all. A little close. But you know what? Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. My grandfather used to say. Which Blizzard was well timed and got Rat Academy a point there on the first objective. Let's see if they're able to find the same success here. Once again, we get Gorilla with the early coalescence before the Blizzard coming out. Trying to circle in the back line, just use this aggressively. See if they can melt through these supports. The very low Hutch. Eventually finished off by Kashir, but it cost Gorilla as well. Still, you have just Lucio heals left and 40 seconds on the clock if you're Rat Academy. Dangerous move from Fluttershy with Puggo lurking underneath. They move out to put the pressure down as Flutterfly steps out. Ivory looking for some cover. The sound barrier there to keep them alive. While Ivory moves into point with this Deadeye. The dash across is not going to get Puggo out of safety. They land right in the crosshairs with a skull in their head. Ivory throwing flashbang at Ghost. And there's still work to be done at the back of this point. Ivory's going to force out a self-Suzu, but a wonderful Vortex holds them in place. Ivory gets punched down with a peel from Kashir to protect their backline. Nemo down mid just have a couple more kills remaining to force this map forward. Both of them in the feed. EDM will not get shut out here today. Oh, was that an Ajax I heard? I didn't catch that in real time. I definitely heard an Ajax. I was, fixing screens and stuff. I wasn't watching the play of the game, but that definitely heard an Ajax in that grab. I did not catch that in real time. Sass there for map 3. Petal, 37-6. I mean, woo! Taking over on that one. My goodness. Gorilla, 29-6 on the Moira. 11k damage on the Moira. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gorilla had more Elans than anybody on Rat Academy. But it is a Rat Academy map pick here as we head into map 4. So they'll get their pick on the litter for the first time tonight. Well, at least their pick of between Push and Hybrid, I believe is what's left. Okay, so we're going to get a side swap here. I'm just going to go ahead and do that for you now. While I'm thinking about it. And Rat Academy will ban out the Zarya. So, does this prompt a roster change? Or are we just going to see EDM kind of stick with their Ramatra comps? Let's see how some of these other matches are shaping up. Okay, Dilducks have won 2 in a row now after dropping control. Did look like, let's see, Sienna Heights closed out their 3-0. Extinction closed out their 3-0 over SNV, and Avidity Ice also 3-0ing alternate. So Avidity Ice will move up to 6-7 as they do fend off that dreaded 8th loss. Remember, Rat Academy coming off the back of this 3-0 last night to Dilducks. And Really looking to see if they can punch up against this 9-2 EDM squad. You know, move up to 9-4, move up in the standings above Tanuki, and hold 5th place solely in their own. If they drop this one, obviously they'll still be tied for 5th. But you would, instead of it being 10-2, and then your next team is being 8-5, you'd have Emote down mid at 9-3, and Rat Academy right on their heels at 9-4. They'll get 2 map picks to do it if they can't close it out here. It was a Torbjorn band coming through from EDM. All right. You know what? The more strategy working out there for Gorilla and Emote down mid. Oh, I like this move. I might use this opening. This is cool. I've never seen this before. Let's just lurking above, looking for that Moira Kiriko backline. So very interesting backline here. As we do get Kashir sticking in for this map 4 and sticking with the Ramatra. Fluttershy, on the other hand, has opted into more of a diva look. But even such, you've got Hutch in this Ana, so this could be a vulnerable spot. It's Ana Lucio backline. Not something you see very often. DPS trade out here early. Opening minute, 4v4. Shot from Ivory hits, but the slide is canceled by the Vortex, and now find themselves at 5 health. Ooh, the heals in the nick of time, and the slide out comes available. Try to jump up and get the peel. Ivory sitting some reciprocation and appreciation. They're up to the supports, keeping them alive through that exchange. Beautiful shot to take Pedal down as well. Puggos get that recall forced out. We do have support coming online here, and neither team really firmly in control of this bot just yet. Looks like a good disengage out from Rat Academy. They're going to back up through the arches. Do have a nano as well as this overclock to respond with. You can just throw the nano onto Ivory. A little extra punching power to the front line. It's exactly what they're going to do. Drop the OC. Oh, you got 2 caught in the corner. Ivory goes in, finds Pedal. Fluttershy finishes off Pauline as they tried to swift step out of there. And the nano clock works out. Sound barrier from Cinnabar. No grab to worry about this time. It could be the perfect tool to defend against the incoming annihilation. El Juro Official, thank you for the follow. Official. I really appreciate the raid, I mean. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the raid. Thank you, thank you. I hope you all had a great stream. Both teams still holding on to the aforementioned ultimates. Rat Academy don't want to drop into this. I mean, you'll be dropping into an overclock annihilation as well as the coalescence. It's going to be Petal to hit the first of those ultimates. Nanobus throwing on the Fluttershy this time. He's able to go down, at least shut down the OC. Kitsune Rush still into the mix, and here comes the coalescence with it. But Fluttershy picks up a second. There's the clap back. On the back of the coalescence, Gorilla's able to find a kill onto Hutch. Ooh, the soul form, keeping him alive. Oh, gets Ivory to 1. Fluttershy with the peel, very low on health, but shows Kashir in this exchange. Seems like nobody's got sustain to go around. Feels like the next shot will do it, and Fluttershy lands it. Oh, and here's another hero that I think even more known for than the Ashe would be the Cassidy. Well, there you go. Sorry. I tried to highlight you, Petal. I just get to run over. Small lead for Rat Academy here, but they're not able to get the checkpoint. Petal picks up that kill on the Cinnabar. Start moving forward. Yeah, Phoenix Man, it worked for him. It worked for him on Route 66. And Gorilla picked it, even said in chat, it's like, hey, Lich, it's time. And we saw the Moira come out. Overclock out of Ivory. This had just one hell of a series, I must say. Little extra armor there added to Kashir's bank from that annihilation, but that's about all you get from that ultimate. Nano boost thrown on to Fluttershy. They're able to run down Petal, and Ivory did get a pick there on the very back of their ultimate. Kashir tried to move up top to finish off the Ana, but they were nano boosted. Big Bionade up top. Cinnabar's gonna find both of those. What a play out of this backline. Rat Academy, we're like, we weren't done with you. Huge nade from Hutch. Cinnabar with the 2K finish. That was gorgeous. Three ultimates available. Kashir makes a swap over to a Hazard. Immediately eats a Bionade. Not good. Stuck in a corner. Defense Matrix to block the healing, but they're not able to find the finish. Here comes the pursuit, but Fluttershy might have just got baited in. The Sound Barrier just immediately disappeared off of their health bar, and Fluttershy was the only one that got it. Still! What? Still Cinnabar finds two! Still Cinnabar finds two! What on earth? Whoa! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are we fitting these Lucios? I feel like that should just not have happened. All right, well, that's the checkpoint. Cinnabar trying to nope out of there. We'll succeed in making it around that corner. You just have Lich lurking in the background with this pulse. We've engaged from the front line here. The Nano's have been going on to Fluttershy the past couple of times. Nano is in, this time onto Ivory. Which is able to pick up a kill without even needing that pulse bomb. And with that, Rat Academy are back in control. Whoop! Ivory does not make the jump to high ground. Okay, Puckle Petal returning kind of from the opposite side here, regrouping. And this is a very broken fight. Like, Hutch is way down in the arches. Okay, let's just off the outside. EDM with 2 minutes to try to get this cap at the very least. Excuse me. Yeah, the more I ain't doing anything, hasn't done much on this map. I can't argue with that. Oh, it's just gonna get bodied out here. Yeah. Yeah, Gorilla just completely isolated from the rest of the team. Trying to move in and do way too much. Glitch is gonna come up with another kill on the pedal. Moving with the pulse, the swift step out. Again, the pulse bomb not even needed. And he's kind of feeling that way, Phoenix. 2 minutes ahead of you, and Radar definitely setting the tempo here, definitely in control. Ooh, that disruptor shot did some work, didn't it? Pedal does have blade. An opportunity, and it is, I mean, it's a 35-meter lead. It would take a couple of fight wins here for EDM, but certainly very doable. Need to get through a Cinnabar sound barrier. Double support ult, as a matter of fact. But Pauline does have this Kitsune Rush. If you use it too early, Brad Academy, you're just going to disengage to the high ground. But now, they've committed their ultimates. Oh, the purple on the Kashir, though, is in a lot of trouble. I think Fluttershy should be able to work that one down. Yep, there's the pick on the Kashir. Ivory coming in to help with that. Pops their own overclock. Kitsune Rush invested here for Pauline. I think it's just Pauline and Pogo trying to take advantage of it. Pogo at least gets one. The double swift step out of Pauline to get them out of trouble. That's the pedal blade. And another sound barrier's canceled in Cinnabar. Oh, no, that might have just been the turning point. Is that the tipping point that's going to allow EDM? Now, they still have to wait through the checkpoint, is the problem. Cinnabar is their second AJ of the day. Oh, Pogo gets the stick! All right, there's the checkpoint. Pogo's gonna find another one! Fluttershy's gonna drop self-destruct on the point, trying to keep Hutch at bay. Remake succeeds, surprisingly enough. Ivory low here on the outside. Getting chased by Pogo. Pogo with the blink throw. And the downpour from Kashir. It's enough to finish off Cinnabar. He's gonna... Ooh! Gets a D-Mech onto Fluttershy. Eats a purple. In a bit of trouble. Could get the kill into Hutch. The Coalescence out from Gorilla. No way. It's gonna be the Coalescence to solidify this point. It's not gonna be the Moira. It's not gonna be the Moira that gets it done. Oh, they C9'd it. No, they C9'd it. No, they C9'd it. No. No. The Moira had it. You had it. I wanted my map 5, damn it. I wanted to see the Moira come through. All of that. I wanted to see the Moira be the one. They had it. They had that fight. They had that fight. I'm upset. I'm upset for them. All right, let's get a point on the board. I'll get you your background music. We'll look at some stats. Do all the things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You just wait. You just wait, Phoenix Mind. You think you're mad now. Give it another 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I started Preds. I don't think anybody Pred. So like I didn't even do anything with them. Oh wait, Rad Academy did get a Pred. I mean, Rad Academy did win map 1. Oh. All right, all right. God. Unbelievable. I'm in shock. Like, I'm just in shock. It was a fun map. It was a great series. It was a fun series. It was a fun series. I gotta admit. You gotta admit that was a blast. That was an absolute blast. Hey, Rat Academy did it. You know what? Props to Rat Academy. They hand EDM their only the third loss of the season. Let's refresh these standings. I so wanted to see the Mora pull it out. After all that, I so wanted to see the Mora be the tipping point in the overtime fight that won them that map. Oh, that's all they had it. They had it. Oh my goodness, what a great match. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. According to these standings, they've got Rat Academy placed above EDM. Just because they have an extra map played. But, I mean, goes to show you kind of shakeup we can see here. Mad after watching that. Me too, Phoenix. Me too. I think we're mad for different reasons, but that's okay. Let's see. Let's take a look. Who do Rat Academy have coming up? We've got Boob Troop and Midori. Very winnable. Very winnable there for Rat Academy, particularly if they keep playing like this. Could very, I mean, first season here in Master Division, cinch themselves a 4th seed going into postseason. Remember, next week's our final week. We're in the second to last week, friends. We are getting very close to playoffs. I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's see. Who do EDM have in their future? They still have 3 matches to play. But Extinction and Chains family are amongst them. Extinction and Chains family are amongst them. So, you know, a couple of difficult matches. Chains family not as tough, but obviously Extinction, one of your favorites here. I mean, I think the safe money bet for your 2 teams to make relegation matches are these 2 teams, right? Like, that's the safe money bet. That's the 2 favorites coming into this season. They only got 1 loss between the 2 of them. So, Monkey Happy, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, you legend. I appreciate you hanging out. Coming in with the dad joke. All right, all right. Oh, I heard a good one earlier. I was like, oh, I gotta remember that one for stream. Let's see if I can pull it out of my ass. Oh. I've got one in mind. Okay, well, okay. All right, we'll go with this one. So, a horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, howdy. Hey. The horse says, yeah, sure. Sounds good. That one's for you, Monkey Happy. Very good. Very good. Let's see. I'll give you a bonus one. I remember from earlier. Everybody knows that the Big Apple is in New York. But do you know where Minneapolis is? As in the city, Minneapolis. Okay. There you go. 2 for 1, Monkey Happy, just because you're a legend. I study your tank play. Oh, I'm still distraught. I'm still distraught from that C9. Can you tell I'm still distraught from the C9? My delivery was just off. I'm sorry. I'm just still distraught from the C9. I'm sorry. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look at your schedule for the rest of the week. We're going to have good guys taking on Velto tomorrow. There for expert. I believe that's Velto, right? Oh, no, or is that one of those 2 teams I believe that don't have logos? Fairly confident we're getting Velto on again. God. I gotta tell y'all, getting sick, like, I feel like it just fried my brain. Like, nothing's been right since. Then just to confirm, yes, that is Good Guys versus Velto there for the Overwatch logo. Tomorrow night we're gonna get Wizard Cats taking on Hive Mind Villains. I'm very much looking forward to this one. Both of them sitting just neck and neck in the standings. Both are 7-4, I believe. No sound? What do you mean no sound? I mean the music's probably just a little low. Sorry. It's just the background music got kind of quiet. There's not much sound to hear at this point. Lich, you're very welcome. Always a pleasure getting you on stream. Always a pleasure getting you on stream. Sorry it took me so long to get this squad on. But you know what? It was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. Look forward to seeing more out of Rat Academy and look forward to seeing you all in playoffs. At the very end of the week, I got some bonus Overwatch for you this Sunday. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but you know, the William Moody from South America Overwatch reached out expressing that this was a pretty important match with some playoff implications. So doesn't reach out very often, asking me to do an English broadcast. I say absolutely, you know, every time. So we're gonna get you some South America Overwatch this weekend with Pumas looking to solidify a trip into the playoffs once again against newcomers. This is a bit of a newer squad. As Garfo is going to be their opponents there today. So, all right, Legola, I appreciate you being here, Coach. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm done here too. That's all I got for you tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Oh, Legola's running from the dad jokes. You know what? Fair enough. I mean, that's the appropriate response. Thank you all so much for hanging out, friends. It means the world. I really appreciate it. Be awesome to each other. Let's keep supporting Path Pro Overwatch. I mean, it's what we got. We'll make the best of it, you know? And I'll keep doing my best to bring you as many matches as humanly possible. I will see y'all tomorrow for some more FACEIT League. Have a wonderful evening, friends. Bye, y'all.